Hey all, my name is Elin Reigstad, and this week we examined the work of blues scholars MC Geo as well as Prometheus Brown and Cambodian-Canadian rapper Honey Cocaine. While separated by style and geography, both artists use hip-hop to stage their musical autobiographies, challenging systematic power struggles and constructing potent forms of agency. The Blues Scholars, a Filipino-American duo, stand against colonial mentalities primarily by seeking to image and represent decolonial Filipino spiritual lives. Their musical project, which is rooted in Marxism and anti-imperialism, critiques the political and spiritual authority inherited from 4 centuries of dominant Spanish Catholic influence. Geo constructs agency through what he calls constant revision of himself and his community. Through self-narration, he performs the role of an artistic messenger dedicated to rewriting the master narrative inherited from an older, more conservative generation. His music is both a prayer and a protest, demanding a tangible and material redistribution of power. Honey Cocaine, in contrast, directs her critique against a neoliberal violence and the narratives of good refugee. Her music, particularly the performance of the bad gal persona, resists the expectation that Cambodian refugee subjects should be passive victims who are grateful to the state. She constructs agency by deliberately embracing defiance, criminality, and vulgarity. Her lyrical focus on the hustle and ruthless pursuit of money, often through criminalized means, is a powerful assertion of self-sufficiency that challenges the stereotype of the dysfunctional or unproductive Black refugee. A key takeaway from this week's sources is that refugee experience and racialization are deeply entangled with neoliberal expectations. Neoliberalism attempts to affirm certain modes of good refugee life as protectable, while simultaneously relegating other modes as bad refugee life as vulnerable and social death. Furthermore, the political potential of hip-hop is universal, acting as a form of storytelling, political critique, resistance to power, and entertainment globally. There were 3 quotes from this week that really stuck out to me. The first was from page 512. Rebel with a pen, letting off buckshots and threes, writing what it is into what it ought to be. They made a mockery out of the possibility, but under constant revision is the poem I be. This resonates because it is Geo's core declaration of agency, portraying his lyrical self-narration as an active, continuous political and personal process of self-creation, refusing to accept the status quo. Rewriting the master narrative through his autobiographical life, writing, and self-portrait implies Geo's larger generational role. This quote highlights how Geo's personal agency transcends the individual, positioning his musical autobiography as a form of communal work designed to rewrite the overarching story of his ethnic community and challenge old, conservative expectations. My last quote is from the other reading on page 488. Neoliberalism then affirms certain roles of good refugee life as protectable, while simultaneously relegating other modes of bad refugee life as vulnerable to social death. This sentence defines the systematic context Honey Cocaine operates within, showing her decision to perform defiance is a necessary high-stakes rejection of a state-imposed morality that targets non-conforming refugees. Thank you.